Breaker, one, you know, bitch boy, Mikey Woo Woo. Hey, look, I guess you would call something that I'm about ready to do like a public service announcement. Nonetheless, earlier while surfing YouTube, because I have a PhD in YouTubeology, I started to see some videos that were kind of disturbing. So I figured I would come up with this simple public service announcement. You know, we're running into the holidays now. You know, people will be coming home from college. They'll be coming home from, out of the country. People will be, navigating towards home. That doesn't necessarily mean that everyone drives. So there'll be some young ladies and some young men, as well as older women and older men, that will be depending on other people to get them to and fro. It's where Uber drives, things like that. This message is basically for anyone and everyone that is going to be depending upon transportation that you order by phone from someone that you don't know. Whether it's a cab, whether it's from someone you don't know. When you first establish contact with trying to arrange that ride, try to get someone on the other end of that phone to tell you what type of a car is going to pick you up and what the driver's name might be. That's what you need to do. 2, when that car pulls up to you, don't you ever walk up directly to that car just because it matches some kind of description you got in your head. Don't ever walk up to the passenger side back door and just jump in. Don't do it. What you do is you make sure that the people you called in order to make that contact ride know your first name. Pass it on to the driver. So when that car pulls up, instead of you walking up to the passenger side rear door like most people would, a cab and whatnot, walk to the driver's side. But as you do, touch the back hood of that car in one of the corners. Just touch it, your whole handprint. Make sure that you press it nice and easy too. It's evidence that you were at that car. Go to the driver's window, you ask, what's my name? If the driver doesn't know your name, turn around and haul ass. Plain and simple. Don't get in the car. For those people that do get into a car and all of a sudden things doesn't seem right, don't feel comfortable, make sure you leave your handprint somewhere. Somewhere on that car, leave your handprint. But first and foremost, if you do happen to make arrangements to get into an Uber, here's what I would suggest for everyone. And I don't care how offended a cab driver or an Uber driver might feel right now. If I'm making arrangements to get an Uber call and they tell me, yeah, it's a silver Chrysler, it's a white male, I don't know, his name is Chuck. Okay, cool. I see a white Chrysler pull up in front of me. I look in there, there's a guy. Guess what? As I pass the back of that car, because I'm definitely going to the driver's side window, to ask, what's your name, partner? They already told me at the place his name is Chuck. If this dude doesn't say Chuck, I'm rolling out. But as I walk past the back of his car, guess what I'm going to do? Taking a picture of that license plate. Yeah, boy, and I'm sending it to my mama, my daddy, my uncle, my aunt, my grandpappy, whoever I can get on my contacts. Yes, sir. Then I'm gonna walk up to the vent. Yo, what's your name? You Uber? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm Uber. What's your name? Dave. Oh, Dave. Damn, man. I think the dude that you was trying to pick up just left. Well, I'm not getting in there. His name was supposed to be Chuck. Play it smart, folks. I watched this one video where a young lady, she had walked out of a bar she was celebrating college, she was coming home from college, got into a car with a predator. Dude was he was rolling around the neighborhood and just kept watching her standing at a corner waiting for a ride. And he just rolled up on her. It was the last time she was alive. So all I'm saying is plain and simple. If you're about ready to get into a car of which you have no clue who might that driver be, make sure, one, don't ever just climb in. Try to identify who the driver is. If you can, take a photograph of that license plate as you cross the back half of that car, making your way to the driver's side window to ask who the hell he is. And instead of getting in on the passenger side in the back, on the passenger side in the back, get in behind him. Get in behind him. Because if he is a perpetrator, a predator, he might already have that rear view mirror pointed towards that side because that's where people normally get in. He's not going to expect for his ride to jump in directly behind him. He's the predator, not you. It's gonna make him feel like he just became prey. And so you sit there and you stare in that rear view mirror. I'm not trying to, cause any panic or paranoia. Just be safe. I love you guys. Peace.